Hello. Yes, I've had a podcast for almost a year, but I've never uploaded. I'll tell you what this podcast is about. So, right now I don't have any guests, so this is more of an introduction. This podcast is about scenarios. You could come up with ones, or you could actually tell like a scenario you've been through. Your choice. And then you ask the other person, what would you do in this situation? And they get to answer, and maybe you just talk about, oh, what if this happened, or like, okay, and no, or like, okay, would you also do this, or you could also say the way you would do it. Maybe they take some jokes in it too, because it needs to be a bit funny too sometimes, Um, you know, so when I get a guest, I'll publish my first episode, or like first, yeah, episode for people to listen to, if they do. So, why you may wonder, why is there an arcade machine? Well, this channel actually, or not actually, was firstly called the Hidden Gamer because of Assassin's Creed, but I was also really into FNAF at the time, and that's why I also picked arcade machine. But I also love arcade machines. It's just a feeling about them. I love them. And let's say I ask, so you're at McDonald's, let's say. Uh, you're standing in line. A person walks up to you and says, "That's my place." And you're like, "No, it's not." And they start calling the cops. What would you do? Honestly, me, I would just go to like the people that work there. But what if they were busy then? Then I would just go away. Or, but some people maybe would say I would hit him on the face, which is, yeah, okay, go for it. And meanwhile, we're here. I can just sit and talk. You can just go. I can be here. And we also, like, as humans, we have fight or flight mostly. The thing is, I think there should be a third one because, fight is when you like the example, you hit him in the face, or flight, you walk away. I'm not doing that. That's my fucking place. So I think like getting help or something should also be like an option on that, like another word for it, like fight, flight, and tell them tight. No, but you know what I mean. So that's that's about it for that thing. And by the way, if you are wondering why I'm not editing, thing is I edit it on my phone. I don't know why I said it like that, on CapCut, which worked pretty good. But I try to edit my video on my computer, and why CapCut? Why? It costs money on the computer, but not on the phone. I think they know. I think like they know, okay, people use this as an editing program for YouTube and stuff. We will take that down. We will make them pay for that. Why? Can, if it's on like, and a thing I can also say, because people told me that, like, you take the video to your phone. Thing is, my phone doesn't have so much space left, and those videos I usually record on computer is almost half an hour long, and the maximum video, let's see here, that I can record is probably like 10 minutes, and that's also how long the how much space of video it can tolerate. 6 minutes and 11 seconds. There you have it. That doesn't work then. It's almost just this part I can record on my phone. So that's why I don't do it, because I can't. But I think I'll figure something out. Or maybe save money, Thing is, you have to pay per month. That's the problem. So, you have to save money every time. And you have to still keep some money for your own things that you want to keep out of that. And then maybe some things, if you go shopping at the store, the grocery store, like, at the end of the weekends before Saturday. So you buy like chips and, let's say, candy and stuff, you need to have the money for that. And you can't really do that if you pay only for all your money on editing programs. Thing is, so you can like earn money on YouTube. And it sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Just earn money and do whatever you think is funny. Here's some things that makes it sadly a little less good. Well, let's start off with the obvious. You'll get some hate from people. There's always going to be people that doesn't like others. That's just humanity. I've learned that. Um, Also, when you earn money, you also pay taxes-ish to YouTube. They take some money from you. So basically, you still earn, but it's not as much as you thought. Let's say you earn $10. They probably would take, because then you think like, okay, now I have $10. No, you don't. You'll probably like end up with $5 or $7 if you're lucky. And if you're very unlucky, maybe free. And that's the problem. Like, money, the world spins around money right now. And money is also losing its value. It's not as valuable now, kind of, because it's more expensive, because they need more money to make a profit. They didn't have to need that much, because money's losing value. It's kind of hard to explain, but because let's say 2015, let's say Kinder Egg costed $1. Let's say it costs $2 now. That's because money loses worth, like it loses value. So a $1 turns it to like a 50-cent quarter now. So to make a profit out of that, they need $2, because $2 today would be like $1 then. And that's sad. That's really sad. And I really hope that money gets its value back. And also because of the inflation, and Corona, and yeah. And then we have some wars that also make it harder for people to get food, to get, like, I'm like a sheep, buh. It's because I usually like scare my sister. Well, everybody has siblings, so yeah. Well, thing is, I'm not that scared, and you should not be scared of what's happening to the world. If you heard the phrase World War III is here, it isn't. It's just a metaphor, because of every war that's happening everywhere. With Iran, with Ukraine and Russia, and I think US bombed Venezuela's ships and stuff, and that makes an outburst on the world and on the people. And they're like, oh no, because the allies want to help each other, and NATO and stuff. So yeah, the Greenland thing in America, that's also a thing. Now I said America because I talk about the continent, but Yeah. The thing is, many comments from people from the US usually talk about their country and say, yeah, I live in the country America. That's not a country. And first things first, that's not, it is a continent, but it's two continents. There's North America and South America. It's not America. It's called USA, United States of America. If you live in that place, in those states, in one of them, then you're in the United States of America. If you live in Canada, you live in Canada. If you live in Mexico, yeah, I call it Mexico instead of Mexico, you live in Mexico. Okay? So that's the thing. If you live in Denmark, you live in Denmark. If you live in Korea, you live in Korea. You don't, South Korea. You don't like live in China because you live in North Korea. So that's a thing that irritates me because there was once and I got so tired of it. I was like just commenting a reply on him or her, I don't know, where I put with, in between the two little thingies, little bows, I call them. And I say with caps on, USA. And then I put caps off, and if you're talking about it, dot dot dot. Because I'm like, USA is a country, yes. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of a union country. And America is not, it's two continents in one, if you're saying America. Because there is, as I said, South and North. It's not both. They could maybe be in the future that they make it South and North combined. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so do you remember the Greenland thing with Trump? Um, so it doesn't seem that that's happening now. I think mostly it was propaganda, but it could be like the plans were cancelled or something. But that's what also people are worrying about, what's happening in the world. And when it happens so much at once, you get worried. You're like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? Can someone tell me what side should I choose? Should I be on USA's side? Should I be on Russia's side? Should I be on both? Where should I be? Can someone tell me what's my place in all this? And that's basically what people get worried about because they don't know where they belong. They just know that something is happening. So they are curious. Humans are curious. We are. And we want to investigate and we want to choose a side because of we hear something. Thing is also news and stuff. It can fake so much. Let's say, oh, Russia's threatened Finland that they're going to bomb them. Usually they just, it's just maybe lies just because they want some popularity and some like knowledge from the people that they exist and use. So yeah, don't trust everything you see on the internet or the news for that reason. Um, so that's something I want you to know about because yeah, it's pretty hard to know sometimes. I get that. Also, I'm working on a video where I'm going to play Lethal Company. If you're excited for that, just join in and see the video when it's out. I will put this podcast on my original channel. I put a link where it says Mr. Gameboy Sky Gaming. I think you can search it up. My profile picture on that one is basically me in my clone cosplay holding a realistic lightsaber. And the gaming is just full on caps letters, just so you know. And I think that's it for this little short podcast introduction. I hope you stayed till the end, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.